Happy Cinco de Mayo. This is Linda Church with Princess House. I'm going to show you what Cinco de Mayo looks like the Princess House swag. We're going to make one of our newest recipes in our website called the Paloma. It is a margarita made with grapefruit juice, and I'm so excited to try this. So we're going to start with 4 cups of ice, and we're going to put in it 6 ounces of lime juice that I have here. And we're going to have 8 ounces of pink grapefruit juice. It's got to be healthy. It's got to be a skinny margarita, right? And we're going to have, a guava. And we have 6 ounces of the guava nectar, organic. So this is a healthy margarita. And we're going to have in it, of course, we need the tequila. So we're going to use our tequila here, and it calls for 12 ounces. This is a serving of 8. Ooh, it does make me just 2. But that's okay. We're going to drink it tonight, hon. So I think that's about 6 shots. We'll make them full. We'll have a good time tonight. Oh boy, Ken's going to be happy. Okay, let's just finish the Okay, and now we're ready for that to blend up. The high power blender is so cool. I'm so excited that we can always give it to you on a special deal. So here we go. We're going to, it's all plugged in, and we're going to put this on. I gotta power it up maybe. When you're getting your high power blender, you've got to do the power up button. Is it all plugged in?
I believe so.
Oh, there it is. It is. And we're going to put it on the smoothie because it is a drink with ice. Wonderful Paloma margarita. Okay, we got a tester here today. So we're starting our Cinco de Mayo for dinner with this delicious margarita. And we garnish it with grapefruit, pink grapefruit slices. Isn't that cool? Okay, now it's in the taste, right? That's pretty darn good. This is a repeat. This is a good one. So, part of our Cinco de Mayo, yes, definitely. Robin's gonna have some too.
Oh.
Part of our Cinco de Mayo celebration, we're gonna make our delicious chicken quesadillas. And we're gonna use our Viva Sana pot because we're doing a healthy Cinco de Mayo. So we're using, I love our induction unit. You know, I've been told that the new apartments don't even have stoves in it anymore. They don't have ovens and stoves, and they're all using these induction units for cooking. So we're gonna program this, and we're gonna put it on we wanna get this hot. So we're gonna put it on a PL8. That should be a PL8. And the idea is our Viva Sana pots cook with no oil. So this has to get very, very hot. And on an induction unit, the heating starts right away. Let me make sure I got this right. No program. Okay. It could be temperatures, or it could just be the PL settings. Like here it says 2, but it's really going to 400 degrees. There we go. That's just not right. I'm sorry, guys. We want it at 400 degrees, very high, because this is going to get very hot. And that's what we want to do, because we're going to sear our food with this as it gets hot. Remember, this is the induction unit, so that means it cooks on induction cookware only. If you lift this up, the cookware goes off. And I'm so sorry, there is a problem here. Haven't used this one for a while.
Well, while you do that, I'm drinking.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds real good. Let's turn it off. Let's turn it back on. There we go. Just need a little reset. Now, this should be, now it's getting hot.
Look, it's
Fantastic.
Cinco de Mayo. What do you want me to do? I gotta have one.
It is
They're
hot.
really good.
They are very good. And this is really like
Cheers.
a skinny margarita. So I'm so excited about it. This is, we're going to put the lid over here. Should have had it on.
Medium high.
Should have had it on. Okay, so now how do you test the Vida Sana cookware? If you are Princess House collectors and have it, you know you have to use it. When it's ready to cook, you just sprinkle water in it and the water dances across. I don't feel comfortable yet for it to be hot enough. So while we're finishing doing that, we're going to finish filleting our chicken, and thank you for the meat knife in the prep knife collection. And I started to cut it, but I wanted to show you the ease that it cuts with. Look at this, right through the chicken, so easy. I'm hardly pressing on it at all. This is such a great knife. And they come in a set of 3. Great deal for only $39.95, so they're really fantastic. And like I said, we always have specials going on. So you might ask, what's on sale? And we will post the sales later. There we go. See how that dances across? Just a little longer, because it's got to be very, very hot for it to sear the chicken without oil. So you really want to wait just a little bit longer. So that means I should take a sip. Wow. There you go.
The benefits
This is
of
really good.
helping Linda.
Wow, this is delicious. This is definitely one to try, guys. And we will be posting the recipe. There we go. So I'm going to put the chicken in it. Now remember, this is our Vida Sana pot. They come with the NutriVal system, which we're not using today, but we're going to use the searing of the chicken. The NutriVal system is used wonderfully when you're doing your veggies in it, and you have other things. So this is sticking. It doesn't move because there's no oil, right? This Vida Sana pot is a 5-ply piece. Stainless steel on the inside, stainless steel on the outside, with 3 layers of aluminum in the construction of the pot. So that means the whole piece is heating up evenly. And when it's ready to, wait till you see when it's seared properly and we're ready to turn it. It's amazing. So our tongs are a new product with Princess House, as you can see. For you guys that love to get all the new products, it has the silicone tips on it. But it really grabs very nice. It's one of the best tongs I've ever used, so I highly recommend it. See how this is just lifting now out of the pan because it's been seared properly. Oops, this one just needs a little more time. And then it's going to lift up just like this one did. And
We need smell-o-vision.
I know we do. So this is exciting to be able to show you because we haven't been doing live parties yet, just starting to do some. And it's such a wonderful thing to be able to show you how our pieces work. They are so excellent and the quality is amazing. Everything in the catalog's on sale right now, so ask me how you can get these pieces and save money. You know, I said we weren't going to use the lid for the leaf valve system, but I'm going to. Because I know this lid will keep all the flavors in. In fact, this pan has been designed to keep 67% of the nutrients in your food. And it cooks 29% faster. So I love the 12-inch. We've got different sizes in it. Now we can lower this a little bit. Let me lower it a few degrees. And let that finish cooking under our pressure that's built up in this Vitasana pot. It's not a pressure cooker, but it is it does cook under pressure, so it's great. So we have it building up the steam, and we're gonna let that build up any more, and we'll see if the whistle property will work, because this valve is set to whistle. When it gets to the proper temperature, it whistles. Do you know cooking in this Vitasana pot not only keeps your nutrients in it, but it keeps all the moisture in your chicken too. It is amazing how fantastic your food tastes. I always say, you can't believe how good healthy is. It is delicious. Okay, we're starting to hear the whistle. We're gonna let that build up a little bit more, just like a tea kettle. So, you know, you could just say, hey, this could help your self-esteem. Somebody's whistling at you. Okay.
That'd be funnier with more margarita.
Yeah. And then if you turn it to the seal position now, it's going to finish cooking. And you don't need to apply, you know, the high pressure heat. It already is in it. So it's going to finish cooking on its own and keep those flavors in. Okay? And so we're going to need the cutting board because we're going to shred this chicken. We're making chicken quesadillas for Cinco de Mayo. And we're going to use our protein cutting board that shows you the healthy portions. And so for ladies, for us, this is how much we should be eating on a regular meal. And for men, they get more. I know it's not fair, but that's the way it is. So you have to eat like a woman and eat the smaller portion. So we're going to use the blue knife. We're going to use the blue knife again. That was for the chicken. That is our protein knife. Okay. We kind of washed it off to get all the raw stuff out, and now we're going to just let that finish because we're going to use the same burner when we do the quesadilla part of this Cinco de Mayo meal. Okay, so it's just going to take a few minutes. When you cook vegetables in the Vitasana, you can use a pound of vegetables, whether it's green beans, your broccoli, your cauliflower, any vegetables you want, and put in just a cup of water. So you have a lot of vegetables and a little bit of water. You let that whistle go off, and when that whistle goes off, the pressure is perfect. And you just you actually turn your stovetop off, and another 5 or 6 minutes, your vegetables are done to perfection. It is so good. They're vibrant in color, and the water is clear because the nutrients stay in the food. You know, do you ever wonder that when you're cooking your vegetables, when you make tea and you're using tea bags, you put your tea in the boiling water. But what do you do with the tea bag? You throw that away and you keep drinking the water where all the nutrients are. Well, in the Vitasana, the nutrients are going to stay in your food and the water is going to be clear. So you can see the difference and you can see that you have all your nutrients you need. You know, because some of us buy very expensive vegetables or organic vegetables, and we want all those vitamins that we pay for. Okay, I think that this is about done. Look how easy that turns. And if you look, There's even just a little bit of moisture in it that you can see that's coming from the natural juices of the chicken. So that is awesome. This will make a great broth when you add a little bit of water in it and use that for veggies and different things. So we're going to be removing this pot off, and we're going to be actually cutting the chicken on the cutting board. So we'll just turn this over here. And then we're going to turn this off because we don't have to preheat this. It actually, oh, that's what it is. I locked it. Okay, unlock. Does that turn off?
It's off.
This is great with children in the area. That you can unlock, you can lock your pot and won't move. So, okay, so now we're going to, we're just going to slice this up a little bit, shred it up a little bit. Oh yes, look how nice that is cooked. I think we're gonna have quesadillas before dinner tonight.
Okay, I'm salivating.
Let's see. Oh my gosh, look at the juices that are coming onto that cooking board. And look at the cutting board, and look at the juices that are just staying on top. It really makes a nice moist chicken. You know what's so funny? Is because on our live parties, we always made this chicken quesadillas. Always. It was our featured thing to make at the parties. And you'll see why when I use the griddle for making the quesadillas. And so I went to a bridal shower, and at the bridal shower at a restaurant, they had chicken quesadillas. So I took one because I love chicken quesadillas. And when I bit into it, I was shocked. The meat was tough, tender, and juicy. They were better than the restaurant quesadillas. I almost had to laugh because we really do make some great food in our Princess House cookware in pieces. So, and it doesn't cost half the much of money as you would buy in the grocery store. Okay, so our chicken is prepared. So let's go ahead and let's do, I'm gonna move my induction unit. Might be this on the pot. On your burner, you cannot burn. It cannot burn your house down. You can cook right with a piece of paper under it. The induction unit is done with a magnetic force.
Are you kidding me?
When you take your pot off, the stove goes off. When you put your stove piece back on, it goes back on. Now we're going to use our nonstick griddle. This is the 13-inch nonstick griddle. Love it, love it, love it. It's probably the most popular item in our collection. Everybody loves it. So what we're going to do though, you cannot cook on a high temperature in your nonstick. And just so that you know, the nonstick, we need to cook it on a medium, so we're going to put it at a 4. I'm going to keep it at a low medium and let that heat up. It has the encapsulated bottom, so that will heat up evenly. I'll remove the paper now, the demonstration's over. But
That paper's not even hot, Linda.
hardly at all.
Are you kidding?
And so it keeps you from having a fire in your house, you know. But this is great because we're going to let that heat up, and we're going to do our quesadillas on this. Our nonstick has no PFOAs in it. It is completely safe, and you can use it around birds. You know, it is true that birds have not tolerate nonstick cookware with PFOA in it, and they have died from the gases that it produced. So this is completely safe around any birds, around your children, around your house, and you can cook it in and eat it, and it's completely wonderful. Princess House did the research. Okay, so this is called, like I said, our 13-inch nonstick griddle. Can you hand me the cheese? We're making the cheese quesadillas, and we're using some melted cheese. We're going to melt the cheese, and we're going to put this right on the grill. Okay, so that we can show you how nonstick really is. And we'll let that melt up just a little bit. Heat that up and get that melted. Do you know how easy it is to clean nonstick? But even our vida sana that I made the chicken in, add a little bit of water and let those juices, keep those juices in that broth really great because it's very healthy. And it is so unbelievable that you can actually clean that pot with just soap and water, and it is amazing how easy our vida sana cleans. Okay, so we're gonna let that melt, and we're going to, oops, I think I put too much cheese in there.
Never too much cheese.
Yeah, like never too much cheese, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna turn this over, and we're gonna add our chicken.
Oh my gosh.
And to make our chicken quesadillas. And then we're just going to fold it. Oops, I got chicken on the outside too. I mean, cheese on the outside too. And let that heat up and crisp up just a little bit. And in the meantime, let me make a second one. Let that cheese melt a little bit. Put the next quesadilla on top. For our tortilla, you can use it with corn tortillas. If you're gluten, you need to be gluten-free. And that works out just perfect. And then we'll flip it. Whoops. Let me do it a little bit longer. Let's turn this one over and see how that's going. Oh, yeah, nice and brown. Okay. Put more chicken on it. And we're having a very healthy Cinco de Mayo today. And turn that over. You know, for the vegan people, why not make this with your cheese? You can't use cheese, but your beans, your onions and peppers you saute are delicious in this. It makes such a wonderful, wonderful combination of things. So it is really super. I think I have one more shell here, so why not finish it up? And we'll put this is melting really fast now because the pan's already hot and heated. This is a favorite with children too. Believe me, they love this. And if you want your children to eat, help them help you with dinner. This is so friendly, children friendly. They'll love to eat when they make it. And how easy is this? Even a 6-year-old can do it. Okay, stick that in there. Ah, nice and brown. Yum. Okay, and we'll just use this dish for the last one. And now we can garnish it with a little, why don't you give, here's one. Let's garnish it with a little sour cream. If you have avocado, that's really terrific on it. I don't have any cut up cilantro, that would have been great. And you just have your dinner. So this is fantastic.
But you made the salsa, right?
Oh yeah, the homemade salsa is made in our chopper.
In the chopper.
So, yes. So I just put it in the bowl.
Do videographers get to eat?
Of course. We have 3, so that's fantastic. Okay, so that is our Cinco de Mayo meal. Isn't it beautiful? And we'll turn that off, and we're done. Well, you all have a fantastic Cinco de Mayo fiesta tonight. We'll see you later. Bye.